ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. On first down, swallowed up right there to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay.
Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, Barrett. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in his first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Barrett, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Steelers, they broaden their lead. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate, let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff, and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Winters. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's A.J. Cole now, standing just outside his own goal line. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Offense coming back onto the field as we focus in on J.T. Barrett. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Barrett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd down, it's Connor. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll return it from the 6. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. And even 60 yards. Running is Jacobs. And stacked a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now Wilson, he'll buy some time right. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 31.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
There we go.
So we have reached. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make...
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Here's Barrett on play action. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. To throw on third down, Barrett. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's get off the field, G. Let's get off the field, G.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take off with it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 36, Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the backslide.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out, fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It sort of goes without saying that's the risk of running the option play. You can put the ball on the ground. They did there and turned it over.
So true, because you've got so many different decisions that have to be made. Are you handing the ball off inside, or are you just keeping it yourself? Are you pitching it to your trail guy? And sometimes you get caught in between, and you're a little indecisive on the play, and it turns into the ball on the ground. Fortunately enough, they weren't able to return it for a touchdown.
To throw is Barrett. And McDonald here over the middle. He's at the 40, the 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Vance McDonald, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Let's go. Let's go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. To throw again on second down. Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Wilson. Going for the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the... And that's blocked! The Steelers get it! And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us. But I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Watch the pass. Check.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. From the shotgun, here's Barrett. Got an open man, it's Washington. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
They'll run it again with Penny. Penny hit, and the ball is jarred free. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Penny. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has it all. No doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long, screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction.
Defense.
They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down when they're that backed up. You've got to be careful going after him.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. On 2nd down, here's Penny. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. He continues to struggle to find a break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pick...
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. Now the ball comes loose, and the Raiders pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And he's going to go down again. Malik Collins, his 2nd sack of the night.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Barrett, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So we're going to get symptomatic.
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. On 3rd and 1, Wilson buying time to his left. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Cameron Hayward bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
From the 25 on second down, Barrett, rush coming, and he's taken down. Shane Ray in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Penny on the counter, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on that
down when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up in.
Himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Here's Barrett looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year, and you know all.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you.
I'm not the stereotypes, they do not fit me, I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs, I'm not a guard, go hop with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports.
EA Sports Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and our home team. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for James Conner. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Mike, 55. Right there, 55.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Off play action, rushing, looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, opening week, certainly he didn't want to throw an interception, but the rookie got it out of the way. That's the first of his career.
Veterans throw interceptions week 1, week 2, week 3. It happens along the way. But you're right. He got out of the way. It's over. The big thing for him is, can he answer this question when he gets to the sideline? What did you see? Why did you make that throw? They'll work with it from there.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is counter. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And let's take a look at the Steeler offense.
Obviously a tough test for this offense right out of the gate. Road game in game 1 of the new year. Conventional wisdom says, go slow, take care of the football. I think in this case, attack early and get the home team back on their heels.
On 2nd down now. It's Connor fighting through. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. On 3rd and 2, Barrett, and he finds McDonald. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Barrett, he's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Jadeveon Clowney was the #1 pick in the NFL draft, and it was with good reason. An absolute athletic freak. Now he's trying to add consistency to his game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Barrett. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, 51 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Devin Bush charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Throwing is Wilson, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
An unbelievable punt there. We're talking 70-plus yards. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Barrett. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following a fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while. What
it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now on 2nd and 13. Barrett.
They completed the sprint.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here's Barrett looking to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain of 22. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Barrett. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Maurice Hurst busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Throwing here, Barrett. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Call it a gain of 3. It's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Switch. SOS.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he loses the football a second time. And the Raiders pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. From the 35 on 2nd down, Wilson, he sets to fire deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way. Up close to the 35.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about it. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
They'll run on first down. Connor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. This quarterback now, only one pass has hit